Okay, I am sitting in my bibliography for the project that I created for this World War I project. And so I want to sit here as kind of like my landing page. So before I get into the two websites, the Digital Public Library of America, which I believe is this one, and the Library of Congress examples I want to remind you of how to export a citation to EasyBib. So again, I'm in my EasyBib bibliography, and I'm in World History and Context, where I found a newspaper article titled "The German Army Marches Through Brussels, 21 August 1914." And it is a primary source I want to use for this project. So I've taken notes however I choose to take notes. Remember, if you sign in with Google right here, you can download the article to your My Drive over here, and it will maintain any highlights or notes that you take. So see, when you highlight something, you can highlight it in a different color and you can take notes on it, or you can save it and come back to it, but you have to make sure you're signed in. Anyways, I digress. So over here underneath Tools, you're going to hit Citation Tools. And then I'm going to stick with Chicago, but we'll talk to Ms. Taylor and Mr. Curry about what form of citation you want. But I'm going to hit Chicago 16 and export to EasyBib. Now, for some reason, when it does that, it opens up a new tab. So I'm going to exit out of the old tab. And there we have it, our first citation from World History and Context. So that was that one. Okay. Similarly, in History Reference Center, I have an article or a primary source entitled Beatty's Report on the Battle of Jutland. Okay. And so that's all here. So in order to export this to EasyBib, you can either go to the detailed record over here, or you can click on the right-hand side the word Cite, and then you're going to want to export to Bibliographic Management Software. And we're going to go ahead and direct export to EasyBib. However, well, I'll come back to that. We'll save that. EasyBib's going to ask us with History Reference Center to import the citation, which we'll say sure. And then it shows up there as well. And again, we're in Chicago, so that's the one that it should be importing. Okay, so those are the two databases, History Reference Center and World History and Context. The two other sites that I linked on the presentation were two different primary source sets through the Digital Public Library of America. It's a free source that kind of compiles different primary sources from all around the United States' libraries. So I found this poster, an American poster praising the special relationship between the United States and Belgium. So here, over here, they're giving us some citation information. What I would do is go ahead and click View the description of this item in DPLA, because it's going to give us all of the information that we need to cite this. And it's identifying the type as an image. So I'm going to go over here to EasyBib. And it's not one of the top 5 types of sources. So I'm going to click all 59 options. And then I want to cite this as a digital image. So you'll see under all sources. And, whatever you end up citing, you go through all 59 options and find the type of source that it would work with. I mean, you can do photograph, but digital image is going to ask us to give information about DPLA. But you might have a digital file. You might have a newspaper article. Okay. You might have a piece of painting or artwork. So take the time to look through these different types of sources if you're looking at something off of one of the two websites. Okay, so we're going to cite this as a digital image. And the title of this image is Welcome Noble Belgium. And we don't need a description since we've got a title. And then here it's asking us for a contributor. DPLA doesn't give us the name of somebody, but it does give us the contributing institution, the University of Minnesota Library. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. But what we might want to do is, it still has author. Well, that's okay. I'm going to put all of that in the last name. So University of Minnesota. Okay, I'm just going to type it. University of Minnesota. Was it public libraries? Jeez. Libraries. Okay. Website title is Digital Public Library of America. And then we need the URL. Put that in there. And then when was this published? It's not telling us when it was digitally published. So we're going to have to leave that out, which is fine. But we do need a date it was accessed. So today is 8 December 2016. And then you create citation. So there, that is the Digital Public Library of America resource. The last one is from the Library of Congress. And I found a newspaper, a page of a newspaper from April 5th, 1918. The title of the newspaper is The Stars and Stripes. And look at this, it was published in Paris, France. Isn't that interesting? So the nice thing about Library of Congress is it gives us the citation as well. Now you're going to have to copy and paste it in here. Okay, so I had this selected already. So at the very bottom of the page, it has this option to cite this item. So you'll see it gives us Chicago, APA, and MLA citation. And since we're going with Chicago, we're going to highlight the whole citation. And then if you've been up here before and we've had to copy and paste an entire citation, you know that you go to all 59 options, write and paste citation. And it gives us a white box. Let me just paste it on there. And now I have 4 citations of 4 different primary sources that I got from 4 different online resources. There you have it. Oh, and then one last thing. Remember, once you are done with all of your citations, to get it into a Google Doc so that you can submit it to Ms. Taylor or Mr. Cree, you're going to hit Export, Save to Google Docs, and then it will pop up as a Google Doc in your main My Drive. So when we do that, there you have it. Remember to rename it so it's something that you can remember and organize within your My Drive. It's taken a little bit of time. So I would say something like, oh my goodness, I would name it World War I Bibliography or something of that effect. There we go. Oops. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and stop. Thank you for listening.